What's happening, y'all? I'm going live. Yeah. Times when you're well rested and you can't sleep, when you got a good, when you're good, you kind of feeling like how you want to feel. You know what I'm saying? You just kind of want to do a show. So welcome to the Will Lives podcast. How y'all doing tonight? Yeah. So check this out, man. We like do y'all like the title? Rooted Family Purpose Show. I've had a very precious conversation. I like to call him my nephew, cousin. You know, sometimes people in life are missing algorithms to your way of purpose, your way of success. They're missing links. Blood is everything. I'm telling you, people. Like, listen to me. Look at something real quick. Make sure I'm okay. Let me explain something again. You know, genetics, connections, uh, rooted, specifics, and how you kind of built as a person. How life really takes a complete different turn when you start learning different attributes about yourself. This good old ginger ale in this cold cup. Mm. Yes, sir. I love them cold cups. But check this out, y'all. The reason why everything is so pivotal, so important, so uh, really vital is because you have people, that you grew up a lot of times, you have family fights, you have those stories that people hide and don't ever want to tell. They don't want to tell you those stories. They don't want to be real with you. They think they got it all figured out, all under control. And what if those piercings, the armor that they so-called trying to keep you from being the person you're supposed to be, and you become caught up in someone else's algorithm, even if it's your parent. That's crucial. Sometimes parents can cripple their children because their children have a different mindset or a different algorithm that they want to figure out, that's the other side or half of them. And your dominant parent don't want to understand how you need that equation to go forward in life, to be your whole self. Some people feel they don't need that. I challenge that. I have witnessed and known and seen people that really know that they need that. They have these different superpowers that will never develop because they're half of a knowing vessel of a whole being that they wrestle with every day. They say, man, what you talking about, identity? You going out your mind at, you know, this time of day, this time of night, this time of how? Tell me how. Come on now. Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's just put it out there the way it's supposed to be put out there, huh? Let's just call it for what it is. Because if you actually think about the equation, you didn't get here by yourself. There were two people that had to combine to come in unison for you to be the immaculate conception that you are. Yeah, that's you. We're all immaculate conceptions, man. We're immaculate conceptions. That's what we are. That's what we not only strive to be, that's what we are. The assigned attributes that you have, that you were given, that means those are your talents. So enhanced. Your talents have to be cultivated. But then, who you saying who's going to cultivate these talents? Who's going to make me this so-called, being that I'm supposed to be? And how am I supposed to turn out if I was never trained, if I was never ordained, if I was never given the type of rules and tools that are supposed to be passed down? Why did I miss out? These are the results of entanglements that produce living beings. And you would think they're all created equal. No, they're not. No one is even loved equally. You would think, you would assume, because a person's astuteness, and how they carry themselves and how they really, present themselves to the world. We had those conversations. You got to keep up with me. I don't like addressing so many things too many times for no reason. Why? Why does it have to be addressed over and over again when I can tell you just got to check out a couple of shows, a couple of shows from the past? But the past is the present. The present is the future. That's a lineage that dictates how things go depending on how your lineage is cultivated. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Like, when you have children, those children will become adults if you allow them to be and allow them to grow up and become the absolute magnificent being that they should become. You understand what I'm talking about? Like, they have a right to be who they supposed to be, who they are supposed to, you know, really, with whatever you put into them is what they're going to amalgamate to, just like you. The best thing about being an adult is you get to rebirth yourself every day. You just have to gather up the gumption within yourself to do it. You can do whatever you want, but the proof is going to be in the pudding to whether you got the gumption to truly dedicate yourself to a craft, cultivate it, get better, and push it out to the world and put some real know-how and energy behind it. Because you know why? You gotta, when you talking to people like I'm talking to y'all, my family, my folks, my friends, my compadres, my alumni, the Willis alumni. When I'm talking to my people, check this out. People want to know if I'm gonna follow this cat, if I'm gonna deal with you, bro. I want to see some consistency. I want to see you keep going. That's what everybody say. Hey, yo, Dan and D, keep going. The Will This podcast, man, you're creating an experience that everybody wants, everybody needs, everybody loves. Nobody has ever met you. For real. Sure. A lot of my partners and people that I've met, you know, uh, ladies and gentlemen, they say, I've never met a Danny D. Of course not. We all have to be immaculate conceptions out here in order to affect the world in a strong, masterful, productive way that can translate globally. That's what I'm trying. That's where I'm at with you guys. Global. That's why I like to address you on a Saturday going into a Sunday in a prime hour where we awake, We around. We want to have something to see in the morning. We want to see this man give us good information to liberate us as a global nation of the melanated, the beautiful shades of light. Yeah, the beautiful shades of light, the beautiful shades of light. See, when you let me straighten my voice out. When you don't have the absence of color, you understand. You don't. You're the light. You know the when the rays and the sun of a light beam and it shine, and you're a light beamer. Shout out D Crowley, D.A. Derek Allen. You know what I'm talking about. Shout out to LaJuan Bland. All these people are my family members. You know. Shout out to Columbus, Georgia as a whole. You know, I don't want to leave nobody out. Shout out to Sheldon, Sheldon Scott, my partner. I've been knowing that kid since I was 11. Shout out to Donna Cambrick, my brother. Him, Ronald, and Donna Cambrick. You know what I'm saying? Yo, the some of the most successful brothers of mine that I've been knowing, like I say, forever, man. Columbus, Georgia is a magical place. Got some great brothers and friends there. Shout out to D Hodge, Darren Hodges. You know, a great brother of mine. I haven't seen, heard, talked to you in a long time. I just wanted to know that I've heard you've been going through some times, and I just want to, give a shout out to the universe and the ancestors for you, your children, and your lineage of, that you carry. Blessings to you, great brother. I haven't seen, but I've heard from you. Blessings to Andre Brooks. You know, my brother. I haven't. I'm happy to have you know, rekindle some great conversations, some history, and knowing that you're doing well with your new path of discovery in life as well. That's a beautiful thing. Shout out to Reno O'Neal. You know what I'm saying? One of my partners. Shout out to Wiley Upshaw. You know what I'm saying? You know all my peoples, man. You know if I've left you out, I don't. Hey. Shout out to Corey Wilborn. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the twins. Eric and Derek Lee. This is all Columbus, Georgia, my peoples. You know what I'm saying? Columbus, Georgia. I gotta give my folks a shout out because that's the hometown. That's where I was. It's my adult. That's where I learned my. They call it uh, adolescence, but in the words of Killer Mike, he broke it down from an etymology perspective, saying adult lessons, adult lessons, adult lessons. But we learn our adult lessons you know. So I always have a gentle, special place in my heart for a place called Columbus, Georgia, for sure. Very powerful, historical city, Fort Benning. Shout out to my brother in Phoenix City though for Gerald Nash. You know, shoot, salute jail. My brother forever. Been knowing that cat since I was about 12 years old, man. But powerful. You know, that stack, that G stack. You know what I'm talking about? My brother forever. Stack, straight up. Uh, Shout out to the Pirates. Shout out to my brother Nicholas Stallworth. You know what I'm talking about? My partners, man, people that I grew up with in school. Uh, Shout out to all the ladies, the gorgeous, beautiful ladies of Columbus, Georgia. I don't want to ever say y'all names, but y'all know who y'all are. The special ones, y'all know who y'all are. The lovely, gorgeous ladies. If I name one, I'm gonna get in trouble. So I just rather not name any of you. But if I comment, if I tell you happy birthday, if I say you're gorgeous and you're beautiful, and I remember you and I appreciate you for respecting yourself for always being a beautiful throwback. These wonderful ladies are in the gym. They are they're bionic women now. They're supercharged in the being. They're gorgeous selves. They say when you got a black woman, you got a 25-year-old for 35 years. That's true. I'm a living witness. I have a beautiful black, gorgeous American Indian wife. You see, we kind of, whoo, Lord, I'm so grateful. Do you understand? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You dig? So when I see, it's like, oh boy, I tell you, she sure holding it together, man. We just always, that's just a salute. It's just a salute. It's not a I'm gawking at you. I'm being perverted. Come on, y'all know me better than that. You don't you don't get through life, you know, being a dirtbag. You get through life being a for sure provider for your family, a man, and that's one thing that, man, I hope you understand how important this is, being a man and being able to provide at a very high level for your wife. I can't talk from a Kevin Samuels perspective, but what I can come from you as a real man perspective. I'm married. I got a wife, a daughter, so you ladies take it easy on me. Be a supportive listener. I always got some good quality information for you. I'm not a basher. I got a mother, I have a father. I'm very respectful. I have I'm from a very you know maternal, a very maternal society. Um, if you understand anything about being raised up on a reservation or being in an American Indian society, it's a matriarch society. So, you know, y'all know who Willie Mae is. You know what I'm saying? That's who dominate. That's who own the land. That's who got. So men that don't have respect for the prowess and powers of great, powerful, gorgeous, you know, successful women, because you may feel a little, intimidated by, a strong, um, and strong associated with black women. Y'all just kind of exude that, so you kind of got to leave that off. And I like to soften y'all up to really see you for who you are, and that's all of humanity. Best thing about a black woman is, for one, you can truly let a black woman talk to you, and she's so sweet and gorgeous and wonderful, and so crafty with her words, and no, don't and won't ever disrespect you to minimize your masculinity or take you into a position of basically deep waters trying to make you feel inferior. Real women don't do that because they know if you try that shit with a real man, you may drown yourself. So that's why women that are women, they're not interested in degrading a great, powerful God King. What they're interested in is learning how to either pick his brain, you know, gain some some inter spiritual dimensional craft, because women get that from men. You understand? Whether it be from sex, whether it be from conversation, whether it be from a platonic way of respect and endearmentship, because those exchanges have to mean something, but they have to have the strong position of respect, order, and reciprocity. Because if it's not built in that, you're looking at some toxic, exchanges of ones and zeros, masculine and feminine, and that's how that ends, in treachery and trickery, forgery, foolery, fuckery, and that's how the fix gets implemented, because it becomes feeling based, crossing the line. You understand? So masculine and feminine relationships always have to be rooted properly. So if you look at the title of this show, it's called Rooted Family Purpose Show. Rooted Family Purpose Show. Sometimes, and in this day and age, the majority of the time, there are fallacies in our game plan because people don't want to root and raise and cultivate families anymore. They're not interested. They want everything fast with no patience, so they'll rather take something that is forced in their lap. Here go your baby. You asked for it. You did the things to deserve it. So now here are the consequences. How you gonna raise it? Are you prepared? It's really time to think about our ways and how we want to really get back to a fundamental uh, thought of how to, really uh, cultivate a new mindset that we can adhere to the interpersons that we have. Let's get back to some form of strong nonverbal communication so that we know we are safe, around each other. Masculine and feminine, you know what I'm saying? Man and woman. Men should not have to feel targeted by women, and women should not have to feel stalked by men, or and vice versa. Either or. Both ways are applicable in this times, but I can only speak to what I adhere to. And we already know, not to bash anyone else, but you know, I'm old fashioned. I love the masculine, feminine, man, woman combination. I hear young ladies like Dolce say, men that are heterosexual or a red flag. I'm like, yo, that is some straight up. You can't even describe some shit like that with a straight face when you come from a man and a woman. So it's talented and it's great artists. Sometimes young folks, yo man, don't step so far out of bounds that you trying to create some new shit that you act like ain't nobody ever seen before but you. You just fucking stupid. Most as intelligent as you are, that was just a stupid masculine straight men or fucking red flags. You know what? That stupid ass statement is like saying gorgeous gorgeous sisters like yourself are just uh cum dumpsters. Wouldn't that be just as fucking terrible? This labeling you have the right to do is just it's despicable. I have a daughter. You will never sit up here and tell me her fucking father is a red flag. That's some low life shit for you to say. I know why, because, you're very free in your nature like that. But I dig your music. You so dope. But watch your goddamn mouth, little girl. Watch your fucking mouth. Watch the shit that come out that little hole of yours. And you want to say you off drugs, you off this, you off that. You should act like it. Because sometimes the free shit that come out your mouth will get your little ass sit down and checked just like you're supposed to be. Where is the adults in the fucking room? Where are the adults? Just because you're an adult don't mean your little ass can't get sat down. It's the problem with celebrities. think you just can't. You think you just talk your little stupid shit, right? Like I don't have the right to say, yo, yeah, I would like my child to listen to Dolce. She's so talented, she's so great. And then you go say some stupid shit like that. Like you don't have a fucking daddy. Like you wasn't created by a masculine man and a woman. And even if you wasn't at one point in time, at that point in time, they was functioning as man and woman. Yeah, for real. So I'm sorry, you little. I love my young folks, but some shit y'all be doing, man. I ain't gonna never identify with. I'll give a fuck if I have to identify with it. It's okay. I don't want to offend you. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but you need to understand. Some things are my preference too, and I have an opinion too, and it does matter because I can raise my child the way I see fit for her to be the best person she can be as a little girl that would be a young lady that would grow into a woman and a grand lady, a lady that she can choose how she wants. That's why I'm very careful with my words. But you, young lady, you have a responsibility to all girls alike that may not be just like you. I think you're dope, Dochi. I think your music is phenomenal. I think you are superb, especially with your rhymes and the way women are dominating in hip hop, which is, nobody should have a problem with. I don't think at all. I think it's quite great. I think you should team up with that little cool girl out of Mississippi, B for better. That might be good for you, Dochi. Yeah. Why don't y'all do a rap battle? B for better versus Dochi. B for better versus Dochi. I would love to see that. And I think Dochi, you might learn something. B for better may have some good down home blues for you. That's what I think B for better. She's from Mississippi, you from Florida, I think. So, Florida be out the chain. I'm from Florida too, Dochi. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I'm a fan, Dochi. Yeah, for real, for real, for real, for real, for real. I'm a fan. I am a fan. But at the end of the day, Dochi, I want I prefer B for better because country rap tunes. You know what I'm saying? Mississippi. Jackson, Mississippi, I think. Somewhere in Mississippi. I don't want to be disrespectful, B for better. Hey, salute to you, B. Salute to you, B. For real like that. But yeah, Dochi, your music's dope. But are you for real? Oh man. Dope as your shit is, I could just turn you slap the fuck off too. Cause your shit don't translate as well as you think. It don't. That's the problem, Dochi. All of us think we're so dope. I know a lot of people dig you. I do. What you talking about? Hey, yeah, your shit is fire. But everybody don't really give a shit about morals and ethics. They think just because they don't do some things, they can still be who they think that they are. Maybe you're still washing out. Maybe you're still learning. Maybe you're too young to kind of be so assured with how you view the world. I'm not challenging you. I think you're dope. I just think you're allowed to be, but on a grand stage, you're allowed to be human, don't you? Yeah, all of you girls are, the Coi Rays and the Megans and I don't want to single anybody out, but at the end of the day, you got money but no vision, and when you got a tallywhacker that's been, pulverized and put back together, and pulverized and put back together, pulverized, oh, put back together. You want to be a man so bad. God damn, do y'all just like each other? Wow, y'all look alike. And dudes, man, I mean, come on, man. The ladies got a point. Everybody got a point. See, I try to be fair. I try to be fair. But let's be clear. It's time to try something new. It's time to step into the new age. Aquarius. It's the age of knowledge. It's the age that you can be whatever you want to be, how you want to be it. But depending on your fundamental or your fallacies, you're going to move forward on either or. How are you going to balance your equations? Oh my gosh. Those are new things. Those are what you would call responsibilities. Everybody's not going to get rich. That takes skill, regardless of what we do in life. It takes dedication, skill, uh, sacrifice, not the way you think, but dedication and skill and discipline. See, discipline is a sacrifice because it's a sacrifice of your time in order to create, in order to impose your will, in order to put yourself out there, in order to, kind of be. But you have to have what? A wherewithal to be yourself. I mean, it takes time. They say Samuel L. Jackson didn't start acting until he was like, I think somewhere between 41 and 43 or 44 or something like that. But, that's an advantage if you think about it because he knew the absolutes. It's a whole nother game now. You got Casanat out here. You got people transforming themselves every day. Look at Shannon Sharp, you know, and how, he transformed an NFL career to uh, a juggernaut in the game, with media and things of that nature. So I give props, I give flowers, but those are not my. I don't I don't see that as a. I don't see him as a role model. I didn't never play football. Um, we don't have the same message. He's more mainstream. I'm more grassroots. So I can stay in my lane, and people that like that kind of content, they stay there. It's shallow. They try to go places that they don't have the capabilities to go because they never lived there. These are rich people. Everything that I've ever earned, I've earned. Not saying they did not, but I didn't. I'm not a fame guy. I'm a realist guy. So if I just so happen to get notoriety, I'm just grateful, and I'm probably going to be even extremely more humble. You'll get even more of an authenticity. You'll get more authenticity. You'll get more of an authentic version of me because, all I know is myself, and all I can do is pull out, the different elements of myself to show you, the ways about, being a driving force, whatever you decide to put your mind to. And that's the goal. That's always the goal. So you got a lot of fake doctors. You got a lot of fake people out here that's doing a lot of crazy shit, trying to get. I'm just investing in myself. Putting. Maintaining my everyday livelihood, and sacrificing. The ability to do something I feel like I'm getting good at, and I feel like I'm getting better at, humbly speaking. You did? So, never to be alarmed, you'll get the same version. Just trying to get better every day. I hope y'all understand. I'm just trying to get better every day. I'm not trying to. I'm staying in my own lane. I'm carving out my own path. So wherever this thing leads to, you gonna know I earned it. You gonna know I put I put y'all first, and I gave it. I'm giving it what I got, and I'm giving it my all this soul. I'm not a starving artist. This is a passion project. I enjoy this. It's it's a therapy session for me. It helps me. This podcast and everyone's podcast, seriously, it is really is a life reel of renewal and a participation of the digital world in the encapsulation of relationships. Those are capsules. The encapsulation of relationship that you would have never had if it wasn't for, a platform to be your authentic self, however you want to be. Me, I choose to be the inside out type of authentic person. Some people love characters and gimmicks, and and I'm not saying gimmicks are bad, they just have a bad name. Gimmicks are not bad, they just have a bad name. But some people like to put a whole lot of things. I rather be authentic because I don't want to take the attention off of me. You understand? So I'm gonna get off here. I hope this was a good podcast for you to understand of how the Rooted Family Purpose Show. Everything I was telling you is from the root. It's from a very rooted element. It's from a very authentic shit. I want to say authenticity so bad all the time. Authenticity. I want to say it. I want to say it. I had to get it out. But to be authentic, man, you got to be grounded, and you got to be rooted. And it's okay to not know everything about yourself as long as you find a way to pursue it a little bit at a time. Not only just a little bit at a time. Uh, Hell, depending on how old you are and how much you can retain, put your foot on the fucking gas. Who's stopping you? No one but you. Always remember that. A lot of times when you think that, again, I would say, you create your own problems. Shit. And you do. Learn how to resolve them. Always be solutions based. I'm going to get up out of here and go enjoy my life with my wife. Again, this is the Wheelers Podcast. Man, y'all take care of yourself. And remember, root yourself in you. If you're married, if you're trying to find your way back to some family members, people that mean things to you, people that, maybe it was a love, maybe it was the love of your life, maybe somebody that you overlooked and you want to rekindle something. Do it in a good measure. Do it not for just yourself, and also of things that you just want to grow with people. If you know they're supposed to be in your life, never be a selfish lover. Never be a foolish lover. Always be a selfless lover so that you are always garner the wealth and the value of you for real and not a created version that you don't even know if they're real or not. So, anyway, once again, I just want to let y'all know this show is coming to a close, but keep yourself in mind. Always keep yourself in mind. And remember, Say it with me. Come on, let's do this. Come on, let's go. The will is always yours. You know, man. You know. I'll be back tomorrow.